I have been catching flack from you guys because of how much I've been whining about the Flames. And look, it's warranted, I get. I've told you guys before, I love it. Stir the pot with me, man. This isn't about, when you guys agree with me, agree with me. I like that too. I like when you guys agree with my points, obviously. But what I like even more, and the reason talking about hockey is so fun, is when you guys call me out and tell me stuff I like to hear it. As long as you keep it respectful, I'm down for it. Let's do it. But the reason I'm complaining so much about the Flames is because they're so boring to watch. They lack any semblance of NHL talent right now. Like, of course, look, Huberdeau, Toffoli, Lindholm, and all those guys, like, they're talented NHL players. They have top-end NHL skill, but man, are they missing some key pieces. And again, they keep trying to put, and by they, I'm pretty much pointing the finger at Darryl Sutter, okay? Because again, yesterday, when Salim Valji came out and asked him, like, hey, Matthew Phillips is lighting up the AHL, was just named Player of the Month the AHL, what's going on here? And Darryl basically attacked him personally and was like, you don't know anything. AHL performance is a lot different than NHL. Shut up and listen to me, is basically what Darryl said. He's basically said, I know more than you, and I am going to keep making these decisions, like putting Brett Ritchie and Milan Lucic, who hasn't scored in over, 60 games now? Not 16, 6-0, I think it is. It's either 50 or 60 games since Milan Lucic has scored a goal, okay? And he's being put out on second, third lines, and it's like, what are we doing here? I love Luch as much as anybody. Everybody in the city of Calgary says that. Everybody loves Luch, but everybody knows that he's way in above his head here. Like, what is he doing playing where he is in the lineup? Is there like any other team short of the Arizona Coyotes where Milan Lucic would be slotted here in the lineup because of Darryl Sutter? Trevor Lewis gets too much ice time. Brett Ritchie, I've gone down the list so many times. I'm sick of it. Matthew Phillips, Jacob Pelletier, Connor Zary, these are guys that I can understand you saying, oh, it's okay, like, I get it, these are young kids, they're still adjusting to the AHL, they're learning how to be a pro, is what we hear as the wording for guys who are still developing and maybe aren't lighting the AHL on fire. But you're talking about guys like Phillips, guys like Pelletier. Pelletier just had like a 10-game point streak, and Phillips is leading the AHL in scoring. Darryl, wake up and smell the coffee here. It's like, enough. I'm dead serious. They're being so dumb with this situation. Whether it's Treliving, Sutter, both, or just one of them, there's something has to be done here. I understand you come back on the clock yesterday and you say, oh, Jake Allen stole one against the Flames. The shots were like 43-19. I don't see it that way. Okay, I've seen so many Flames games where the shots were like 45-15 and the Flames still managed to lose. The fact that this is happening consistently, what that tells me is that this team has very little finish. They don't have the skill to put the puck in the back of the net. They only have the skill to throw muffins at the goaltender. And seriously, that's what that stat tells me. They need guys with more skill to spice it up. And again, I'm tired of this narrative of, oh, well, you can't expect Matthew Phillips to come in and save the world, and oh, he's going to be the Flame savior. Nobody's expecting that. All I'm expecting is for a guy with a bit more skill to slot in where Milan Lucic is playing and spice up the offense a little bit. He doesn't have to come in and quarterback a power play, but at least Matthew Phillips can make a pass. Okay? I'm serious. That's what I'm talking about here. At least Matthew Phillips can handle the puck going down the ice. And again, I love Milan Lucic as much as anybody. One of my favorite players, but something has to be done. The Flames are being so dumb right now with this, and it's going to cost them their season unless they do something quickly. As much as anybody, am getting frustrated with Jacob Markstrom letting in a muffin or two every single game, but he's also making some 10-bell saves and really keeping us in it at times. To me, the problem goes much deeper than that, and you can blame Markstrom all you want for the losses. At some point, the scoring ability and the offensive production, or lack thereof in this case, has to be addressed on this team. And again, you can't just go out and, oh, I'm going to make a trade to solve my problems. Vladimir Tarasenko's, Patrick Kane's, Timo Meyer's do not fall into your lap. Okay, you have to literally work for months scouting these guys and figuring out talent to figure out how you're going to work out a trade there. But what you do have, what you can change with the snap of a finger, is going out to the AHL and plucking a guy like Phillips or a guy like Petsy, or in this case, both, because they both deserve it right now more than Richie and Lucic. Or, sorry, let me say Lewis and Lucic, because Richie, to his credit, as a fourth liner, I think would be very effective. I think those are two guys who, playing on the second, third line, could absolutely shake things up and help, especially looking at what Ruzicka's done since he's been with the team. Like, you just have to look at that for an example, okay? Look at that to see what kind of help AHL players can have. Like seriously, players from the farm, the type of infusion, the shot in the arm it can give you, bringing those guys up, and I don't understand it. And the response from Darryl against Salim Valji, who asked a very legit question, was just, it was almost like he knows he's in the wrong, and he's like feeling defensive about it. That's the vibe I got from Darryl Sutter, and I'm over this act of everybody pretending like Darryl is so wise and he just knows everything, and he's a psychic, he's like, that's so Raven, and he can tell the future. Darryl makes mistakes, and he's making some right now, and we have to call him out on it. Okay? The Flames are being dumb. I'm done with it. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments down below. Like, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.